Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 26th of September. That would be Wednesday, and this is also going to be some market talk and some news that happened after hours. Let's go ahead and get into it. This news courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders, the Trade Exchange. So after the market closed, we had TWIN closing on the follow-on public offering of common stock. We had AUPH completes the enrollment in its phase 3 trial. AUPH up a little bit in the after hours. CGIX enters into supply agreement with Agilent Technology. CGIX. That stock actually moving down on that news. So CGIX they're not taking that news well there. BPTH announces closing of 1.5 million registered direct offering. BPTH. No reaction in the after hours. FATE had some news. Completion of their public offering on FATE. SLGL announces 50% enrollment in pivotal phase 3 epilepsy program for the treatment of popular roscosa. All right, so that's SLGL. KBH had earnings after the bell. KBH. And that stock, a home builder, moving up after the bell. They beat by 8 cents. Revenue miss. Nike earnings per share beat by 5 cents. Revenue beat on Nike. That stock moving down after the earnings announcement. It actually came down to its 50 SMA, which is about at $80.70, and a slight bounce off of the 50 SMA. If you check your daily chart on Nike, you'll see that 80.70, the 50 SMA, is holding at the moment. Cintas, CTAS, earnings per share beat by 14 cents. Revenue beat for CTAS. Let's check that out. CTAS stock is moving down in the after hours. Let's see, Nike also, their earnings came out at 67 cents versus 63 cents. Some more information there on Nike, courtesy of the Trade Exchange via CNBC. We had LOXO, a pharmaceutical company. LOXO had some news in the after hours. Not moving too much in the after hours. We'll keep moving forward. NITE doing a 4 million share offering. NITE. That stock moving down a bit in the after hours. MTEM announces closing of their public offering. MTEM. Stock ticking up a little bit in the after hours on that name. ALDX. They have a webcast scheduled for tomorrow, September 26th at 8 a.m. So ALDX, that stock moving up in the after hours tonight, a little bit of a move up. We had the API crude oil numbers come out. There was a build in crude oil inventories, 2.93 million barrels on crude. Gasoline was a build. Let's check the USO and after hours. This is the ETF for crude oil. A little bit of a tick down, not too much, but a build in the API crude oil numbers that came out at 4:30 today. Small downtick in oil. SGMS has some news after the bell. Let's check it out. Nothing much going on. Some of your top earnings for tomorrow morning: KMX, OMN, WOR, NTWK. And let's see, was there any other news? Deutsche Bank was up in after hours tonight. Some talk that Deutsche Bank and UBS, possible merger talk there. So Deutsche Bank was popping up in the after hours. UPL, lenders unable to reach agreement. So UPL and their lenders, talks cease for now. The market didn't like that. UPL, an oil and gas name, pushing down in the after hours. KBH, some comments from their conference call saying housing slowdown is in the higher priced homes. And that's KBH, some comments coming from their conference call. Stock is still holding up pretty well here in the after hours so far. So that's some of the news courtesy, once again, of the Trade Exchange. Very good news service. Check that out. go on their Twitter handle. It's at the Trade Exchange. They're running promotions if you'd like to try out their service. Some trades that we did in the service today. Facebook was one of the trades that we did. This morning we got in over this 162.75, and the stock moved up all the way up to about 165.50 from our entry right here in Facebook. Another stock that we traded at zozostockwatch.com was NVAX this morning. So we do large stocks, we do smaller stocks. NVAX got up over that 201 spot, and it moved up to about $2.18, $2.19 on NVAX. Nice move up there. We were selling into that pop. Facebook, we are still holding some shares of Facebook. So this is a day trade. When we get a nice cushion like this, right, we sell as the stock is moving up, and then we hold a little bit overnight. So we have a day trade that became a swing trade in Facebook, and we're doing well in that. And then we have our stop set, so we still hold some of the gains if the stock should move down on us. So Facebook will be one that we're holding overnight. As far as the markets themselves, we got a little movement, percent change up about 2% in the volatility. We have a 12 handle on it today. The XME, the metals and mining ETF, was up almost 2% for the day. OIH, the oil services sector, up 1.42%. XLE up about 0.75%. That's the energy sector. The XOP, as you can see, a theme here. Oil was up today, so the XOP also moved up today. China FXI was up about 0.5% for the day. The microcaps up a little under 0.5% for the day, fractionally there. Bios were up fractionally for the day. The Nasdaq was plus 14 for the day. The S&P was down about 4 for the day. We also had the Dow Jones down about 70 points for today. Some of the worst sectors, the SMH took a hit. Intel was down a lot today. Intel was down. AMD was down a bit today. So the semis taking a day down almost 2% on the day. We have the FOMC coming out tomorrow, so it's likely that the rates will be going up. So the utilities were down 1.37%. Consumer staples were down today about 0.5%. And the banks were also down today, down about 1/3% on the banks. So we'll have to see what's going to happen tomorrow after the FOMC meeting tomorrow. Here's the trade exchange calendar. So today the meeting began, and then tomorrow on the 26th, you get the announcement at 2 o'clock. But the thing about tomorrow is you have the Fed chair presser, so there's a Q&A starting at 2:30. So even if we get the rate increase here, we're going to get a lot of questions here of the Fed chairman, so that can move the markets as he's speaking tomorrow. So be aware of that for tomorrow, Wednesday. And once again, that's at 2 o'clock and 2:30. So very much be aware of the markets at that time. Was my website. All right, so this is zozostockwatch.com. If you would like to try my service, it's $30 for 30 days. All right, just click on this link, copy and paste this into the coupon code, and you could be trading with us for the first month for $30, all right? And that gives you access to everything. The screen share, all my memberships are the same, all right? They give you access to the screen share, the room. Now, if you don't have time to sit in a room all day, we do have a swing trade service. For the monthly, we charge $29.95. If you'd like to go the semi-annual route for the swing trade service, this gives you access to the private feed. This is for swing trades only. It's $99 and $199 for the annual. Works out to be about $17 per month. We think that's a fantastic deal. You get access to the private Twitter feed. And then if you want to do the all-inclusive, like I said, you could try us for the first month for $30 for 30 days. And then you can either go quarterly, which works out to be about $63 a month, or you can go the annual. for the membership. Now, what that includes is you get access to my room, you get access to the screen share, you get audio news in the room, you get news throughout the day, you get alerts, you get education, you get trade ideas, screen share all day in my service. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the watch list for tonight. First up, we're going to have is ACAD. Had some good strength today. We're underneath this $22 level. We're starting to get up above the 200 SMA, which is at $21. We closed at 21.41. So keep an eye on ACAD, 5.2 million shares. Another one that's been kind of quiet here, but holding above this $4 area, AFMD. We had this pullback. The stock jumped all the way up to 750 on its news. They gapped it up. It's been kind of consolidating, holding above this $4 area. The high today was 475, 2.7 million shares. We'll see if there's any kind of move in this stock for tomorrow. It's kind of a sleeper right now. AMRN, this one had news the other day. They popped it from about $3 all the way up to 14 and change today. Today it went up to 14 and change. The other day it went from $3 all the way up to 12. So we'll have this one on watch again on AMRN. APRN, we actually got a trade in this thing for about 8 cents. Kevin O'Leary mentioned it on CNBC today, and he moved it up. So APRN, nice move up. Gave us a quick little trade there. Volume 8 million shares came into Blue Apron. He's saying that possibly there could be a takeover in that. So we'll keep an eye on it. ARLO, still in a grind down. How many days in a row? Quite a bit. Still not seeing that big volume sell-off, though, on it. So we'll keep an eye on it, see if they ever want to bounce that one, ARLO. Next up, we'll take a look at AUPH. This one trying to turn the corner. Like I said, some news coming out. They have an 8 o'clock conference call. So we'll have it on watch. Don't know if we'll get a trade in this one. Going to have to see what the news is when it comes out on that conference call. AVEO, nice move up today, 6.3 million shares. The high today on this name was 321, has 325 up ahead. So keep an eye on AVEO if you like that one. Some of the shippers we're getting buying today. Once again, DCIX. I'll go through them fast. The dries looks like it's trying to break out here on dries. 1.6 million shares. The high was 584. Keep an eye on dries. Another shipper. PXS also trying to get up over this $1.17 area on PXS. That's a shipper. Tops also turning up 2.8 million shares in Tops. So I'll have these on watch intraday for tomorrow. Some other names I'll be watching for tomorrow. ENPH trying to come up and turn up off the bottom. A semiconductor name. More in the solar sector on EMPH, 3.5 million shares trying to recover here. The high was 484. We'll see if that sets up intraday. One of the shippers I left off, GLBS, trying to get up over that 50-cent spot. 2.7 million shares came into it. GoPro had a nice close tonight. GoPro moved up strong into the close. Looks like it's ticking down in the after hours. So we'll see on GoPro if that one wants to move. IQ, watching this one if the China stocks turn around. BABA is another name that you can watch. BABA probably needs to get up over and hold above that 165 area for BABA, but I'll be watching IQ. Leads popped up the other day. Today pulled back, but it is still holding above the 13 and still holding above the 5. Volume a little bit light. This is a China stock, not a favorite, but if the China stocks get going, maybe Leads wants to participate. Some other China stocks are BILI, HUYA also could possibly move. My two favorites, though, are BABA and IQ. If you like, you can keep an eye on Baidu, but I like BABA and IQ for myself better. MTCH, holding up well today. Tinder, 2.1 million shares, trying to get back above and hold above the 10 SMA. The high today was $58.32. So possible swing trade in this MTCH. MVIS, this stock moving up nicely today, 1.8 million. The high today was $1.30. We had a high back here of $1.30. So watch that on MVIS. Watch that break of $1.30. Not a little bit of a tick up in the after hours. So keep an eye on that one if you like it. We'll be watching NVAX again for tomorrow. It popped up. We got the pop. It pulled back. We'll see if this one wants to set up again. QHC. Was moving up into the close tonight. QHC, medical care company. We have the 200 SMA up above. 1.3 million shares came in, maybe trying to turn the corner here on QHC. If I didn't mention it, tops will be on watch for tomorrow, but I think I did. UXIN also starting to turn the corner here. UXIN. Is that a China stock? Yes, it is. UXIN is also a China stock. So this one had a very strong close, got up to about $6.40 into the close here, 1.5 million shares. Let's see, another China recent IPO was QTT. Nothing going on into the close today on this one, just kind of grinding down. But this UXIN had a very strong close. Keep an eye on that one. And then letter X, been basing for a while. U.S. Steel turning back up. It held the $30 area. We have a recent high back here of 30.48. Maybe if this thing can get up over 30.50, U.S. Steel for a possible swing trade. We'll see on this name, U.S. A couple of more stocks here for the stock watch list. JAGX had a nice pop today on JAGX. So JAGX made a nice move today, so this one will be back on watch for tomorrow. Nice pop here in JAGX, JAGX. Look at this huge volume that came into that name today. Another name that was getting some buying now. This is an under $1 name, LMFA. Nice move up into the close. It's starting to turn the corner. 780,000 shares, so a little light on the volume there. But could be starting something here. It's above the fast moving averages and above the 50 SMA. All right, this is Mike from Zozo StockWatch.